Oh my goodness, it's a June day and there's actually some sun shining, which is very unusual for Mapperton. And I'm here with Ollie from Remote Aerial Surveys, because a really important part of the rewilding project is to baseline, in other words, to capture what we've got at the moment in terms of the vegetation here at Mapperton. And one of the ways that we can do that without having to go around and survey every little bit is through the use of some really clever drone technology, and Ollie is the man with the drone. Ollie, tell us about the kit and what it can do.
Yeah, so today we're flying the DJI M300 with the various terrain levels here at Mapperton, using something called terrain follow, which will keep it above 60 metres above the ground at all times.
So cleverly it knows what height to stay at.
Yeah.
Chris, your drone doesn't do that, does it?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah.
And then the camera we're using is a dual camera. It's a multi-spectral camera, which means basically it picks up everything the eye can and can't see outside the light spectrum.
Right.
So it'll pick up from blue to infrared.
And why is that useful? Why do we want to go to these other colours that we can't see?
Because when you're looking at a blade of grass, say it's green, that doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy.
Right.
And infrared and those other spectrums will show sometimes the crop damage or crop unhealthiness.
Right, which you can't see with the naked eye. So all of this is just giving us a whole wealth of data about all of the vegetation that we have currently at Mapperton. And what it means is that in future we can bring this back and do a survey of the exact same area, and then it'll tell us what's changed over time.
Exactly that.
Brilliant, Ollie. So let's see the thing in motion.
That's good.
This is a bit bigger, Chris, than the drones we're used to, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like it could lift a person off the ground. Maybe a lamb or something. Yeah.
Okay, taken off.
Is it off now? Is it doing its thing?
It's doing its thing.
It's doing its thing. So this moment, you've just set it to auto. It is running the program, and the drone is just making its way in a grid pattern, because it has already programmed into it exactly the area that it wants to go over, and it's taking photos as it goes. And you said it's got 5 lenses, so each lens is a different light wavelength. Is that right?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, and then it layers them on top of each other. Wow, that's just so clever, isn't it?
It is very clever. It's the future.
It's the future, yeah. And you can go have a cup of tea now, really, can't you?
I need to keep an eye on the drone.
You need to keep an eye on the drone. That's right. By law, we have to have line of sight to the drone, so we can just see it. It's a bit like mowing the lawn, really, isn't it?
It is a bit. Just up and down.
Just going up and down and mowing the lawn. It's quite kind of peaceful. Oh my God, my hair was a total mess this morning.
Your hair makeup?
Oh, Chris, you don't even tell me these things. Are you recording?
Yeah.
What, you're recording me talking about my hair being a mess? Oh, Ben, you gotta warn me. We're in a beautiful part of the estate here. It's not somewhere I come very often.
I don't think anyone comes here that often.
You know, if I was going to build a house somewhere at Mapperton, it could be right here, don't you think? You can see almost everything. This is a garden mower. So quite why it's in the middle of the estate in very long grass is a bit of a mystery. And Ben is the man to tell us what's going on.
So what we're doing is we're cutting all the tracks and the trails for the self-guide rewilding route. So that's what we're doing. So we're just keeping a nice short level of grass, just so people can stick to the path.
Yeah.
And then people don't get lost and go astray and get lost in the wild.
There were 3 key words in there which I think our audience don't yet know about, and those were self-guided rewilding. Actually, self-guided is one word, isn't it, with a hyphen?
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is a whole new project for the estate, and one that we really hope is going to take off. The idea is that instead of coming on a tour, a guided tour, with Ben or with Tom Britton, who's our head of ecology, people can come and get a ticket at Mapperton, and then they can follow the route that we've laid out on their own, so that they are self-guided. And Ben, tell us about the route.
So yeah, it's quite a nice route really. It's, as you say earlier, it's taking people to part of the rewilding where they probably haven't been before.
Yeah.
So it's really opening up the estate to wider parts and making sure that they can see the actual, find the real quiet spots and all the nice things that we see on the daily, or I see on a daily basis. So what we've got quite a lot of wet areas as well. So we have got a lot of boardwalks as well, just to keep people off.
You've been building those, haven't you?
Building the boardwalks with the volunteers as well. They've been a massive help as well. So
yeah.
which is
how many boards have we created?
It's about 30 in total.
Boards, 30 planks.
And then each board underneath has got 8 posts underneath to hold it up.
Wow.
So there's a lot of post bashing.
And each board has also got a wire mesh on it so that people don't slip.
Yeah, exactly.
And the point of these boards is that in all these muddy areas, some people may not want to find themselves, up above their boots with, mud in their toes.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
It's a bit like that in places.
It is a bit like that. So we've done that. We've created the route. We've marked it out. We've put some new gates in. Is that right?
We've put a couple. I've still got one more new foot gate to do. So it's a start and finish at the foot gate.
There's a special gate for the beginning of the self-guided rewilding.
Nice shiny gate.
Right, and now you're going to set me to work to do a bit of mowing.
Yes.
I think I remember this machine. So it knows I'm here. I've got my foot on the clutch and on the brake.
If you release the handbrake, which is that
and I need to release the handbrake, which is this one, isn't it? Here.
Yeah, perfect. That's it.
What is that?
Yeah, that did pop up. It wasn't.
Sure?
It wasn't on that type.
Wasn't on that type. Okay. And then we stick our. Oh dear, it's not really working for me. Even my dad knows. Why is it not turning on, Ben? What have I not got? Something low, high.
Hang on. There you go. Your PTO was engaged.
PTO was engaged.
Yeah, so it should. There we go.
Right. And I'm going to get into one.
Yeah. One. And then just
put the PTO on.
Put your PTO up, so forward, and then
low revs,
and then put your revs up.
Bit of revs.
Or you can use the handle or you can use the foot pedal.
Right. Is that the foot pedal?
That's it. And you want to be where it says PTO, that one, you need to be up to there. And you need to put it in gear.
I am in gear.
So you're in gear, right?
Yeah, I'm in gear. Getting stuck there.
Yeah, it's just because the grass is so long, so you just have to keep on unblocked.
Oh, I see.
See how it's all blocked out.
Yeah, well, this is not like the croquet lawn.
No, it's a little bit different to that.
It's got a bit more work to do.
So yeah, so it just keeps on blocking, but yeah.
And is this bit all done, or is this got to?
No, that needs to be cut as well.
Right. Was that because I wasn't going quite in the right?
Well, you're already sort of started doing the second path, so it's 2 whips of the tractor, so you've already done one sort of path of the tractor.
Okay. Let's go look at your your plank.
Yeah.
Right. How do I put the handbrake on?
And it's just that little lever push. No, not that one. The one underneath. Push it down. There you go. So,
that's it. Yeah. It's in. I see. Right. Okay. Oh. Right. We're just walked up from the path, and you can see here that we've got all these rootled sections, and it's fantastic in the summer because you're starting to see what happens when the pigs have rootled. They're creating a microclimate because the earth warms up in the sun, and that's a fantastic place for insects of all sorts. I've seen bees, there were a couple of spiders, a grasshopper or cricket down here. Oh look, there he is jumping away. But just as we were looking, Ben spotted something else, which is quite fun. What is it?
So that's just a oak sapling or
oak sapling.
Yeah,
look, there it is. That is a baby
self-seeded oak.
Self-seeded oak. That is what we are looking for. That is part of the whole purpose of this project, is to encourage natural regeneration, particularly of native species, particularly of oak. And there is one that has germinated and got away this year.
Yeah. This year, literally be this winter. So
this winter.
So yeah, first bit of growing. So hopefully the sort of longer grass is protecting it until it gets to that stage where it's going to outcompete the grass and keep on growing.
Just stay clear of the deer.
Yeah.
Ben, this is actually quite an important part of the walk because you're going to be putting up a contraption of some sort here.
So what we've got is we're going to have a bit of upcycled tin, and we're going to make a nice picture frame, mount it. So then this area of the estate, I say, no one really goes, but you can actually see quite a lot of the rewilding from here. So it's really nice to have almost like a fixed point photography of how it's going to change in time. So it's sort of going to be the forever changing picture.
The forever changing picture of Mapperton
Wildlands. Yeah.
And this actually is one of the best views, isn't it? Because we can see all the way over to Coltley in that direction. We can see Hook Park that way.
Yeah.
And people would have come up behind us, and suddenly they've got this extraordinary,
this sort of big
extraordinary view,
which is always going to be.
Yeah. Do you think people are going to be sort of standing in the picture frame and making silly faces?
Hopefully, yeah. But then you say right in front of us now are already the horses and the pigs in front of us in the distance.
My goodness.
We can see. So
there they are.
So
in the distance.
In the distance. So no, it's
get out your sketchbook.
It's a bit like that, yeah. So that's what we're trying to encourage as well. So there's no set time. People can just take as long as they want and enjoy it.
Yeah, maybe let's just stand here for a bit. You can see behind us the path that has been beautifully mown by Ben, bringing you to a fabulous piece of Mapperton construction known as the boardwalk. This is what has been built by you and our wonderful team of volunteers.
Yeah. As I said earlier, the volunteers have done a very good job. So been very tedious making them, putting them together and doing all the wire. Because you can see all the individual staples that are having to go in as well.
And this is to stop you
slipping over.
On even the slipperiest of slippery days. Yeah, but it does a great job, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, they're really good. Yeah, really good.
And it's June, so there's not quite as much water as there has been, but I reckon it can be pretty damp, and we wouldn't want to get our visitors stuck. In fact, we don't even want to get Chris stuck. Chris has very sensibly come onto the boardwalk here because he realises that his wellies are no match for that puddle. You've been doing a bit of sawing as well. Yeah,
so there was a couple of branches that are hanging over, so we just cut them back just to let in a lot more light. So hopefully this should dry out over time.
Yeah.
But also just because it was going straight across the boardwalk, so it was just meaning people had to duck or. So there was a bit of a health and safety risk, so we're just trying to mitigate that as best we can.
Now, one of the things we've been talking about at Mapperton recently has been animals and trying to keep them in fields. We have our wonderful pigs, but they seem to want to go and explore other parts of the estate. They don't want to stay in one place.
No, they don't. No.
And sometimes people think, well, why can't you just keep your animals in? Well, that is a really good example of why we can't keep our animals in, because all it takes is for a tree to come down on a fence like that, and suddenly that is the great escape.
Yeah, that is the great, and they're very quick learners, so that's all they take. It's literally just a day, and then they'll be gone.
This is a day I've really been looking forward to at Mapperton because it's the start of something completely new and completely unique. This is a world first.
World first, yeah, well, yeah, world first, or what do you say, Dorset first.
Dorset first. Because today we are launching our self-guided rewilding safari here at Mapperton Wildlands. And what that means is that you can now come to Mapperton, get a ticket and walk round the rewilding project here without a tour guide. Now, Ben, that's rather sad, isn't it? Because you're the tour guide, and why would we want people to walk around without you?
Well, it gives everyone an opportunity just to walk around and see something a little bit different, and we're sort of trying to encourage a bit more citizen science as well. People to feel more involved with the rewilding project than sort of being traipsed around the countryside by me or Dr. Tom and have to listen to what we say and our biased opinions.
Oh no! You have wonderful things to say, but all of the knowledge and experience of Dr. Tom and Ben has been distilled into this wonderful booklet, which will actually become a booklet. At the moment it's a printout, and people can come, get a ticket, they get this booklet, and then this gives you a guide to walking around Mapperton Wildlands. And I can see that our very first stop is there. It says number 1 and it's got an arrow. Following the guide, it tells me to get my ticket, tells me to be sensible as I walk around, no dogs and livestock, all those good things, follow the country code. And then it says that you will have a series of markers, and I guess this is the very first marker. And if I go here, safari stop number 1, the gallops. And it instructs me to look out across the field. Then, what can we say? So
then hopefully as well, on this, there'll be a QR code that we can scan, and that'll show you a video and some pictures of the gallops when it was his last crop of barley. So 2 years ago, and then you can obviously compare the difference and see how much it has changed over the last 2 years. So what we're seeing is a lot more scrub coming through. We're seeing a lot more, there is a lot more ragworts and thistles and stuff like that, but that is the first stages of succession. So we're really aiming for old growth or woodland pasture, and the first sort of stage of succession, as it's been left as bare ground, it is for weeds and all the sort of species that are more coming from sort of bacteria-based soils rather than because there's only bacteria in that soil at the moment because we don't have any fungal growth in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's extraordinary about this field is that it was full of wheat only 2 years ago. So it was a full-on arable field, and now it's something completely different, and it's on its journey. And Ben, you were talking about the QR code. Look at that. There is a QR code for stop number 1, as you said, Ben, and if people are watching this and you've got your phone at home, you can just go to that and look at some of the video that is associated with this field and all the changes that are happening. Right, off to stop number 2, which I think has a great view.
Got a lovely view.
Yeah. Let's go. It's a fairly long way between stop 1 and stop 2. But
it is.
You get all your steps in, don't you?
You get your steps in, but when you get up to the top here, it's worth the sort of journey up the hill, isn't it?
It is worth the journey because we are now approaching Coltley, and this is stop number 2.
Yeah.
And stop number 2 is really about the view and how unbelievably magnificent it is. Look, we've got these dead standing oak trees that are providing wonderful habitat for all sorts of insects and other things. And you can see all the way across the estate now, down through the valley to the sea beyond. The sea is only 6 miles. Just a hop and a skip.
Yeah, just a hop and a skip.
Yeah. And we've got a new fence just been put in here. So people will be able to kind of know where they are and enjoy just standing and soaking it all in.
Yeah, and you can see from up here as well, you can see down to where the beaver enclosure is.
Yeah, you can see Holeacre Wood.
See down there, you can see the Iron Age fort, isn't it?
It is an Iron Age fort. You can see the fort just in the distance. So you can see Hook Park.
And then you can also see as well, all the way up to sort of near enough where point 1 is, and you can see back along sort of where the arable was as well. So
yeah,
you get a real good view.
That's true. That's
there.
true. You can see other parts of the rewilding project over on that side, and Homewood with its wonderful ancient woodland on the lower slopes, and look at all of the gorse and scrub that we've got in this field as well. This, of course, is also where the landslip has been.
Yes.
So yeah, stop 2.
Stop 2 done.
We got 8 more to go.
Yeah.
Is that right? How many have we got in total?
10. Yeah, 10.
10. Yeah.
Well, yeah. 10.
Ben, thinking about it, we're not that well kitted out for a safari, are we? I thought you'd have one of those Australian hats with kind of corks to ward off the flies. I mean, I've at least got some binoculars here.
Yeah, no, I'm not really kitted out for it.
No. Or you know, one of those sort of hefty sticks.
Hefty sticks just sort of beating over
keeping away the jackals or whatever they're.
Hopefully you won't need a stick when you come round on this.
It's very tame, isn't it?
It's all very tame round
This
here.
is not the Serengeti. No, there's no chance.
No chance.
Of a lion taking you out. There must be some wild, dangerous. Well, of course there are.
Well, yeah,
but we're trying to keep the public away from sharp horns.
So we're now into sort of the first part of the rewilding.
Now, if I was to think about which way to go here, I could think about going that way, or I could note that there is a wonderfully freshly mown path along here, which is encouraging me to think that this is the route. Is that right?
That's the purpose of, well, 2 purposes for the cut route is for that exact reason, and then also because we're getting to that stage of year with ticks and everything else going on. We also thought it might just be nice to just have a cut path, keeps everyone out away from all this long grass as well, and also as well it does help with songbirds, ground nesting birds, bit of a drying out strip as well when it's had wet rain. And it gives us a nice little sort of walk, and it just makes everything a little bit easier for everyone.
And it was quite fun to mow.
It was really fun to mow.
I did a bit of that. Yeah, one man and his mower. Or no, one man went to mow. Do you know that song?
I do. Yeah, I do know. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to break into song.
You could.
No, well, no, okay. I'm all right. Thank you.
All right. Right, we are coming up to stop 3. And you can't miss these stops, can you?
No, you can't. No, you definitely can't.
It's very clear. Stop 3 is called Badger Rise, and there's a woodland strip up above us here which has had, surprise, surprise, lots of badgers in it. Do you see any badgers here?
We do see the signs of badgers. Obviously, at the moment it's just so overgrown, but you will see pathways and trails, and then you will see little scrapes as well around parts of the rewilding, so there'll be latrines as well that they've dug out, so definitely keep your eye out because there's definitely badger activity around in this area.
And if you can't see badger, you can certainly see some foxgloves.
Yes, yeah, lots of foxgloves as well.
Wonderful purple. And so then we cross the boardwalk.
Cross the boardwalk, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
What did you just saw?
Male sparrowhawk, yeah.
Sparrowhawk.
Yeah, male sparrowhawk.
Fantastic. This walk is really full of things to see, and because of this fantastic bit of work that Ben and the volunteers have been doing, we managed to keep our feet dry.
Yes.
Rather than plunging into the boggy mud below, from whence ye shall not return, I suspect.
It's a bit like that, yeah. I don't really want to keep on having to pull people out.
No, but you've got a mule and a rope, haven't you? If you do get stuck there, Ben will come and drag you out.
Yeah, I will find you one day and I'll pull you out.
Yeah, you might have ossified in the process. Right, and this is now taking us up to this fabulous spot up here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the best part. I think this is the best part of the self-guided trail.
God, well, don't build it up too much.
Well, okay, right, okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right. This is an all right part.
This is all right part, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop number 4.
And stop number 4 also has a QR code.
Yeah.
So people can check that out. But it gives you, I think, the most magnificent view
Definitely.
of the estate. And as if you were unsure of that, you now have a frame so that you can say to yourself, wow. And the point of that, surely, is to take pictures.
It is, yeah. Take pictures. And then also, once you scan the QR code, hopefully in 2 years' time, there might be, you know, we'll definitely see some change. So you can sort of look at the original picture before we actually put it in.
Yeah.
And then you can sort of see what it is going to change to as well. You can already see, and as say, you know, the picture's always going to change. You can see our Exmoor ponies and pigs through this as well. But you can already see a fallow deer just down there as well. Just in the distance.
Just sitting there in the distance. Sitting there in the grass, watching us.
So yeah, so it's always going to change.
She's seen us, hasn't she?
She definitely has, yeah.
So, and this frame, obviously, you can shift your perspective.
Yes.
So
yeah, exactly.
You can get a shot of the farmhouse. You can get a shot of the higher areas with the little fallow in the background. Look, if I zoom in, you can get a shot of our cameraman making silly faces.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. But I've thought of a really radical one. Come around this side, and you get the reverse.
You do get the reverse,
but
yes.
It's not quite as interesting.
It's not as interesting.
No.
Also, you are like literally just about to go down the hill.
I am heading down the hill. Anyway, this way I get some chestnut and some fern, which is delightful.
Yeah.
But right, on to
number 5.
Number 5. So this is one of my favourite fields at Mapperton because it's just got a bit of everything in it. You've got these wonderful views, you've got Coltley Farm to the right, you've got the bits of ancient woodland up along the top, you've got exactly what we're trying to create here from Mapperton Wildlands, which is what we call wood pasture, where we have open grassland but we have sporadic trees, and there's a particularly fine oak over there. It's probably 400 years old or so, maybe has another couple of 100 years to go.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's looking very healthy, and it's a really nice tree. You always see a lot of birds of prey and everything else sort of sat on the top of that as well. So it's always
some good perches, aren't
good perches on that tree.
And this is a good moment to talk about birds, because actually a big part of coming here is listening out and seeing what you can hear. And if you go onto the booklet, it advises you to download the Merlin Bird app, which is a wonderful thing because it means those of us who aren't tuned in can pretend that we can recognise every bird that is out there. So anyway, it's a wonderful place to come if you're interested in listening out and indeed seeing birds, and of course the woodpeckers that I imagine go into that.
Yes,
that
yeah,
oak
there's a lot of woodpeckers
as well.
As well.
Yeah. Right. Let's head on. Stop 5, on to stop 6.
Stop 6.
This is some very fine rootling indeed. In fact, this is like earthworks. They've created a whole area that has been excavated.
Yeah, it's rootling with the pigs all in this area, and it's been sort of a mix with the horses lying up overnight as well.
Ah,
so that's why it's so flat.
This is a bed for the ponies. Yeah,
that's why it's been so flat.
I mean,
that's why it's
it doesn't look that comfortable, if I'm honest, and it's not that sheltered either, but it does look flat, so it's all making sense. The pigs churn up the earth and the ponies roll it flat with their bodies. I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah. Working in tandem.
Crossing another of the marshy areas where people will be only too glad, Ben, that you put in these bulwarks.
Yes, yeah.
And looking over on this side, wow, it's just absolutely stunning, isn't it? And look at all of the different vegetation that we've got here, all of the marshes. There's another meadow brown.
Yeah,
and
lots of foxgloves, lots of areas where you can see that stuff being lying up overnight as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's all absolutely wonderful to look at and to breathe in. This section, this stop, has a new name. We're good at new names at Mapperton. and it's called Rewilding Ridge. And actually, there's another QR code on this one if you want to check out. But there's a fairly obvious reason why we're calling it Rewilding Ridge.
Yeah.
Because the pigs just can't help themselves.
No, they can't help themselves here. So it's a real area where the pigs are really focused a lot of attention as well. But it's nice to sort of, you know, you can get quite close up all the rewilding, and you can see all the different variety of grasses that are all coming through now as well. So it's so it'd be nice, and this area will change as well. So it's a nice little stop, really.
It is a good place to see regeneration in action. But hopefully at some point we'll find these pesky pigs, because there's been no sign of them so far. This field's got a new name, Ben. And I can tell you, it's not the old name that the farmers gave it.
No.
Tell us about the name of the hill, of the field rather.
Well, I sort of went on what the deer stalker calls it. So he calls it 3 humps.
3 Hump Hill.
For the reason of it's got 3 humps.
Yeah.
In the field.
They're quite fine and pronounced humps, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So
Yeah. And
probably a historical burial ground, wasn't it?
well, maybe. I suppose that's possible. But this is obviously right in the centre of Mapperton Wildlands.
Yeah.
And we've also got a QR code for this one. Good place to spot deer.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Fallow and roe in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a nice little spot, and this is a really nice area where not many people actually come to.
That's true.
It's, you know, this is sort of almost the forgotten part of the rewilding. I always think
Yeah.
it's just you know, you're sort of in the middle of nowhere, really, aren't you?
It's almost like its own little valley
Yeah.
as well, because it rises up on that side, and then you've got this hedgerow which has really become a series of trees.
And then we've got that sort of nice, sort of
And look
still
at this-
alive oak,
look at this oak.
but it's, that's a really good one for spotting woodpeckers as well.
It is.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
hear any woodpeckers? What can we hear at the moment?
I can definitely hear a yellowhammer.
That was a yellowhammer, wasn't it? The trill.
Yellowhammer just there.
And you're sort of slightly hidden and tucked away here, aren't you?
Yes,
You know,
yeah,
you've got
definitely.
A bit of shelter.
Bit of shelter, and then hopefully, yeah, we'll, yeah.
And a rather fine stone over there to kind of
Yeah,
sit and
I've always been meaning to ask what's the sort of the history behind that. Do you know
there's a
any?
boulder in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
and I can't tell you why it's there.
Okay.
I think it's just, you know, come from probably up the hill a bit further, rolled its way down.
Oh, it's way down.
Yeah, right. On we go. So coming out of 3 Hump Field, which is just a magnificent place to be, we've spotted some wildlife, some really important wildlife. Ben, who have we got over here?
So we've got our Exmoor ponies just having their, at the moment, they're getting the sort of all the heat now. This is their sort of favourite place, to tuck up in the summer and have a bit of shade and go for a sleep. So this is a really nice part of just being on the trail, but you get very close up to them, and they're just in here having a good time.
It's pretty cool that you can just be walking along and suddenly we've got all these friendly ponies who are here. Now, Exmoor ponies are a key part of the rewilding project. They are browsers. They help maintain the right level of scrub. They also graze, and so alongside the White Park cattle and the Tamworth pigs, they are one of the 3 large herbivores that we have that are continuing to graze the area, which is so important if the vegetation is going to be managed. And look at this, we've got a foal who's taking an interest. Ben, they've become so much friendlier.
Yeah, they're a lot more friendly now, so I think it's nice that they're sort of able to, you know, they're not as skittish as they once were when they first arrived.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to stand here actually.
No,
they'd,
you wouldn't.
they'd have been off. How close can we get, do you think?
I wouldn't want to.
Is that about it?
Yeah, I think this is about it. This is
About
sort
it,
of comfortable
yeah.
for them. This is very comfortable for them at the moment. So, but yeah, so this foal will be interested. She'll come a little bit closer, but she's just having a bit of a scratch against that branch there.
She
Bless
sure
her.
is. And she, of course, was born at Mapperton.
Yeah.
And her name?
Darwa.
Darwa.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent.
we've got a Tamworth pig deciding to join us as well.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so
Look,
so it's all
I was wondering what had spooked the ponies.
Yeah,
and it wasn't us.
It's all going
It was
on
the
there.
pigs. Here they come. Here they come. They've heard us.
Hello.
And this is the sort of animal encounter that you can expect if you come and see us.
No, this is Sour, so she's not the friendly one.
She's not as friendly,
No,
is she?
she's not as friendly.
But she still likes having a back scratch. I mean, you see, the moment you start, she'll stop because that just feels too nice, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. And look how healthy. Look at the wonderful sheen on her coat.
Yeah, no, they're really good condition. Nice weight as well.
Yeah. And where's the other one?
She'll be along. They're always together.
Yeah.
She's probably just taking a little bit longer.
Yeah. Look at this. Hooray. How are you doing today? Yeah. Having a good nuzzle with your friend Ben. They've done a fair bit of rootling around, haven't they?
Yeah,
but the ground is getting harder.
Yeah,
for rootling, isn't it? Is that? Oh,
there he comes. There comes the second one. There comes the second one.
We think that we're quite scary as human beings.
Oh! It's all going on now.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
That one
Hello, sweetie.
went for Chris's foot. I don't know quite what was going on there. Ben, what was happening there?
It was just because
They were just showing off in front of the... Oh my goodness! That is my foot you're on. Look at this. There you go. So, were they showing some dominance in front of the ponies? What was happening
I think
there?
it's just because they're just on the verge. They've got us. There was a lot of things going on. They've got us stood here talking, and they've got the pigs coming from a different direction as well.
Yeah.
So there was just a bit going on for all the horses. So they just got a bit jumpy. So it's just that sort of fight.
Everybody
fight or
got a bit jumpy. I got a bit jumpy. Chris, I think, got particularly jumpy.
Chris was probably the most jumpy. He's
Wait! I gotta get my camera out for this one, Chris. Just it's too funny. Chris is getting his shorts nuzzled. Chris, I'm afraid they've left a little bit of a mark there.
Yep.
Is that all right? It's part of the job, really, isn't it? Bit of pig muzzling.
Yeah, bit of vanish.
Oh yeah, it's walked off.
That's it.
Right. Yeah. Right. On to stop 8, I think.
Yeah, stop 8 now. Yeah.
Stop 8. Yeah. Stop number 8. And I think part of the purpose of this stop is to sort of turn around and appreciate how this is all going to evolve, because part of the plan here at Mapperton is to create wildflower meadows in places where they might have been, they would have been. And this is a very good location because we can plant it and we can get good access to it. And at the moment it's dominated by really quite boring vegetation, grasses, a bit of thistle, and so on. Ben, what's the plan for here?
So yeah, we're gonna sort of use our cattle and horses just to graze it off quite short.
Yeah.
And then what we'll be doing is we'll probably just put in some chain harrows, very light sort of machinery use, and then we'll just be broadcasting loads of wildflower seeds as well. So hopefully that
this will
establish.
Take off.
Yeah.
And of course, once you've got a good bank of seed here, it's just going to blow everywhere, and hopefully that will allow more wonderful things to establish themselves in other places. So this is all part of rewilding in process. Now, some people would say rewilding, you just let it go and you don't do much, but we've taken a view at Mapperton that actually we need to give things a bit of a helping hand, because if we don't, the chances of other plants getting through when we've got such thick grasses here, the ryegrass in particular, is pretty negligible. So we've really got to help kickstart things here at Mapperton. Very exciting, but we've got to be quiet because we've just spotted a female roe deer who is hiding out down in the marsh below. We're coming up to stop number 9, and I think this is one of the best stops actually, because again you've got this magnificent view and there's so much going on here.
Yeah.
Ben, talk us through some of the things.
So on the left-hand side, when you go sort of past 9, you'll be going into sort of the marsh, orchid marshland down there.
Yeah.
At the bottom. So you've got that as well. And then also as you go, continue going throughout all these areas, you've got all these little areas where all the pigs have been doing a lot of rootling as well.
Look at all the rootling that's going on here.
On the edges as well.
And it is creating this very warm soil, which you can feel the warmth in it, which will be attracting.
Yeah, you've already got loads of ants as well.
All sorts of good things. Yeah, look at all the ants. Look at that. Yes, they didn't like that when I disturbed them. But in among the marshland here is where you can find orchids as well. Now, we don't encourage people to go and find the orchids, but you can see them at certain times of year, particularly marsh orchids, the purple ones, there's the green-winged orchid, and so you've kind of got a bit of everything. And you've got bracken here. Now, people are quite rude about bracken, but actually it is part of our vegetation here. We do have to control it a little bit. The pigs do a bit of that, but Ben, you've got a particular machine that we're going to be
we've
taking
got
out.
a bracken bruiser, so that will be it's sort of like a crimp roller.
Yeah.
It's just on the back of sits on the back of the mule, where we can just drive around and just flatten it, and then it suppresses the growth.
Yeah.
As well, and then what happens is afterwards the pigs will come and rootle where we just bracken bruise as well. So yeah.
Nice things for pigs to find at the bottom of the bracken. Right, let's keep going, because I think this is the last stretch.
Yeah, down.
It's down this way.
Yeah, down this way. Yeah,
fantastic. Well, we have made it round.
Yes, managed to get there in the end.
We did. And can I just say, Ben, congratulations, because this is an absolutely incredible experience, and it's really thanks to you and to Sam and the volunteers that we have this magnificent route for people. So please do come to Mapperton Wildlands. As we said at the beginning, it's the first self-guided rewilding safari. You can just come on your own, get a ticket with your family, with your friends, and go around and experience this extraordinary countryside. It's a real treat, isn't it? To be able to work
It is,
here.
and it would be nice to see people using it, and it'll just sort of feel, rather than we're sort of trying to close everything up, it's nice to see people walking about and being involved.
We're all about access here at Mapperton, so we'd love it if you come and see us. And now we are at stop number 10.
Yeah, stop number 10. Yeah, so
that says cup of tea, doesn't it?
Yeah, cup of tea, back to the coach house, a bit of cake, maybe a beer for the cameraman.
Cake sounds good. Cameraman, he can pass. We'll be fine.